Have we got your attention now? Hello, Michigan. I am honored to be here, and I am excited to get to work. First, I got to thank my family, my daughters, Sherry and Sydney, my husband, Mark, my dad, Dick Whitmer, who's watching from home, my sister, Liz, brother, Richard, my stepsons, Mason, Alex, and Winston. I could not do this without their love and their support. And I want to thank all of the statewide leaders who are with us today. My partner in governance, Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, our Attorney General, Dana Nessel, our Secretary of State, Jocelyn Benson. Each has served Michigan admirably over the last 4 years. And I am so grateful to continue our partnership for the next 4. And the same goes for all of the incredible state employees, my cabinet, and my executive office team. I could not do this without every single one of them. And a warm welcome to my friends from the Michigan legislature, the 2 new Democratic leaders who've each made history. Speaker Joe Tate and Senate Majority Leader Winnie Brinks. And I want to welcome House Minority Leader Matt Hall and Senate Minority Leader Eric Nesbitt. Let's work together and continue to move Michigan forward. I want to acknowledge my federal partners, our incredible senators, Debbie Stabenow and Gary Peters, Congresswomen Stevens and Lawrence, who are with us, and our hardworking congressional delegation. My fellow Michiganders, I am honored that you have put your trust in me to continue leading our beautiful state. I will be a governor for all Michiganders, and I will work with anyone who wants to solve problems and get things done. In November, Michiganders spoke with a clear voice. They want the ability to raise a family without breaking the bank. They want strong protections for constitutional rights and leaders who are focused on the fundamental issues that matter most to their lives. They expect us to embody the values that they live up to every single day, the grit and the grace. They deserve practical problem solvers who can get things done. And let me tell you, Michiganders are smart. We know we face a lot of immediate and long-term challenges, but by working together, we can tackle those challenges. Over the next 4 years, we must do everything we can so we lower costs for families, so they can have more money in their pockets to take care of their bills and put food on the table. We need to grow our economy so that every single person can get the skills and land a good paying job. Ensure that every Michigander is safe, going to work, dropping their kids off at school, or simply being home in their neighborhood. We must build up infrastructure for our communities, from the roads we drive on, to the homes we live in, to the pipes that deliver our kids drinking water. Our task is clear. Focus on the fundamentals. Work together and get things done. So let's talk about those fundamentals. What are we going to do over the next 4 years? Well, I'll have a lot more to say in my upcoming State of the State and budget addresses. But I want to share the vision with you here today. Let's ensure that our hardworking seniors can keep more of what they've earned. Let's bring supply chains home to Michigan from China and become an epicenter of innovation, from clean energy to batteries to chips. Let's empower every child, no matter where they live, so that they can pursue their potential by continuing to make record investments in education from preschool to post-secondary. And let's fight for our workers to ensure they can earn a good living, have great benefits, including time with their families, and quality, affordable health care. And let's reduce gun violence, the #1 killer of kids in this country, by pursuing common sense reforms here. Let's repeal outdated laws that limit our freedom to control our own bodies or who we marry. Let's tackle climate change head-on while creating jobs, lowering costs, and protecting our air and our lakes, great and small. If we reach across the aisle and we bring people together in every region and focus on solving problems, we can make Michigan a place where all people can envision a great future, no matter who they are, where they come from, or how much money they have in their pocket. We have a lot of good work to do. I am more confident than ever that our future is bright because of you, my fellow Michiganders, the tough, hardworking people who call this great place home. So how do you know a Michigander? Well, there are a few telltale signs. We show off our hometown with pride by pointing to our hands or our mittens. We have the peninsulas and the Great Lakes on our cars, around our necks, and on our clothing. We rock stormy chromers on our heads and put Carhartt on our backs to keep us warm. We bleed maize and blue, but mostly green and white, at least in this town, right? We were all rooting for Michigan last night, though. We swear by our favorite local craft beer, and we know that the Lions are on their way up. And hey, they've never lost a Super Bowl, right? We know that Michigan is a special place, and we want to make it better for Michiganders today and for those to come in the decades ahead. But what makes a Michigander? It's not any of those things that I just mentioned. It's our underdog spirit and our championship swagger. We are tough, and we never shy away from hard work. Michiganders are competitive. Even if you count us out, look down on us, or fly over us, I promise you, we will defy your expectations. Over the next 4 years, we will dig deep and we will get things done. It's what Michiganders do. We got some famous ones you may know, like a rapper from 8 Mile who reminded us to lose ourselves in the moment. That's right. Or Sojourner from Battle Creek, born into slavery, who fought for liberation and women's equality. Her last name was her legacy, truth. A genre-defining singer from Detroit who told us every single one of us deserves a little RESPECT. A young man from Saginaw, born without sight, whose voice lifts our souls. And another from Iron Mountain, who became one of the greatest basketball coaches to ever do it. And Hemingway, one of America's greatest writers, who spent his childhood summers in Petoskey and wrote, "The world is a fine place and worth fighting for." Those are the folks you may know, but there are millions you don't. Centuries of Anishinaabe who fought to preserve their culture and defend the Great Lakes that define us. Generations of families who migrated here from across the country and around the world to escape poverty or violence or just to seek a better life. They built the middle class and the automobile with their bare hands. They saw our spectacular peninsulas as places of possibility. They came with nothing, looking for something. They worked hard over centuries in hopes that their children and grandchildren would have a brighter future with more freedom and opportunity. That's what Michigan is at its best, a beacon for anyone who has been counted out or left behind, the embodiment of hope and defined by hard work. Those of us who are lucky enough to be Michiganders know that, and it's why we love our state. For the next 4 years, our task is to ensure that every Michigander, present and future, can succeed. And our message is simple. We're putting the world on notice that your future is here in Michigan. If you want to have a great quality of life at a good cost of living, your future is in Michigan. If you've got big dreams and an underdog spirit, your future is here in Michigan. And if you want to come together and get things done, your future is in Michigan. I am so excited to get to work. Let's move Michigan forward. So, my friends, Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. Drive safe, and let's go Lions!